There's a supplement that hospitals have used for decades to protect the liver in emergency situations. It helps thin mucus in the lungs. It supports one of the most powerful antioxidant systems in your entire body. And yet most people have never heard of it. It's called NAC, short for N-Acetyl Cysteine. Some call it a detox supplement. Others say it supports brain health. Some take it for immunity. So what's actually true? Today, we're going to unpack what NAC really is, how it works inside your body, who might benefit from it, and when it may not be necessary. What is NAC? NAC is a supplemental form of cysteine, which is a naturally occurring amino acid. Amino acids are the building blocks of protein, and cysteine plays a particularly important role because your body uses it to produce something called glutathione. Glutathione is often referred to as the master antioxidant. That's not marketing language. It's a reflection of how central it is to protecting your cells. Your body makes glutathione on its own, but it relies on having enough cysteine available. NAC acts as a stable, absorbable way to provide that cysteine, especially when your natural levels may be depleted. And this is where things get interesting, because glutathione isn't just about general health. It's deeply involved in detoxification, immune balance, cellular repair, and managing oxidative stress. When glutathione levels drop, your body becomes more vulnerable to damage from stress, pollution, poor sleep, illness, and even aging itself. NAC helps support the system behind the scenes. Benefits of NAC: antioxidant protection and cellular health. Every single day, your body produces unstable molecules called free radicals. They're a normal byproduct of metabolism, but when they accumulate faster than your body can neutralize them, oxidative stress increases. Over time, that stress can contribute to cellular damage. Glutathione is one of your body's primary defenses against this damage. It neutralizes free radicals and helps recycle other antioxidants like vitamin C and vitamin E. When you support glutathione production through NAC, you're not boosting your body in a dramatic way. Instead, you're reinforcing an existing defense system. For many people, especially those under chronic stress or environmental exposure, that support can be meaningful. Lung and respiratory support. NAC has a long history in respiratory medicine because it has a unique ability to thin and loosen mucus. If you've ever experienced stubborn chest congestion, you know how uncomfortable thick mucus can be. NAC works by breaking certain chemical bonds in mucus, making it less sticky and easier to clear. That's why it's often used in people dealing with chronic bronchitis or other long-term respiratory conditions. Even outside of medical settings, some individuals use NAC seasonally when they're exposed to air pollution or frequent respiratory irritation. It doesn't replace medical care, but it can support natural respiratory function in certain situations. Brain health and mental resilience. Research in recent years has explored NAC's potential role in mental health and cognitive function. The brain is particularly sensitive to oxidative stress and inflammation. Because glutathione plays a protective role at the cellular level, maintaining healthy levels may indirectly support mental clarity and emotional balance. Some studies have examined NAC in relation to mood disorders, compulsive behaviors, and even cognitive decline. While the findings are still developing, they suggest that oxidative stress may play a larger role in mental health than previously understood. That doesn't mean NAC is a replacement for therapy or prescribed treatment, but it does highlight how interconnected antioxidant systems are with brain function, liver support, and detoxification. One of the most well-established uses of NAC is in hospital settings for acetaminophen overdose. In that scenario, NAC is administered because it helps restore glutathione levels in the liver. When glutathione becomes depleted, toxic byproducts can accumulate and damage liver cells. Replenishing it quickly can prevent serious injury. Outside of emergency medicine, the liver still relies on glutathione every day to process environmental toxins, medications, and metabolic waste. Supporting glutathione production doesn't mean you can ignore healthy habits. It simply means you're supporting one of the body's natural detox systems rather than forcing an artificial cleanse. Side effects and safety. For most healthy adults, NAC is generally well tolerated. Some people may experience mild digestive discomfort such as nausea, bloating, or diarrhea, especially when taken on an empty stomach. Others notice a sulfur-like smell that's simply due to its chemical structure. Higher doses may increase the likelihood of stomach upset. NAC can interact with certain medications, including nitroglycerin, some blood pressure medications, and blood thinners. Because of its effect on circulation and nitric oxide pathways, combining it with specific prescriptions should be discussed with a healthcare professional. As with any supplement, more is not better. Typical doses range between 600 and 1,800 milligrams per day depending on individual needs. Food sources. NAC itself is not found in food. However, your body can obtain cysteine from protein-rich foods such as poultry, eggs, yogurt, legumes, garlic, and onions. Eating enough high-quality protein supports natural glutathione production. For many people with balanced diets and low oxidative stress, supplementation may not be necessary. NAC tends to be more relevant when stress levels, illness, environmental exposure, or specific health concerns increase demand. Frequently asked questions. Does NAC detox the body? The answer is more nuanced. NAC supports glutathione production, and glutathione is central to your body's natural detox pathways. But it doesn't flush toxins instantly or replace healthy lifestyle habits. Does NAC boost immunity? Because immune cells rely on glutathione to function properly, supporting antioxidant balance may help maintain immune resilience. However, it is not a cure or guaranteed shield against infection. People often ask if NAC is safe for long-term use. Current research suggests it can be safe for many individuals when used appropriately, but long-term high-dose supplementation should always be monitored by a healthcare professional. Does NAC help with anxiety or mood? There is emerging research suggesting potential benefits in certain mental health conditions, but it should never replace professional evaluation or prescribed treatment. Another question is whether NAC can improve athletic performance. While it may support recovery by reducing oxidative stress, it is not a stimulant and does not directly increase strength or speed. Should we take NAC daily? The answer depends on individual health status, diet, stress levels, and medical history. Some may use it short-term during periods of high stress, while others may use it under professional guidance for longer periods. Is NAC safe for everyone? It is not recommended for individuals without medical guidance if they are pregnant, breastfeeding, managing chronic illness, or taking prescription medications that may interact. Final thoughts. NAC isn't flashy. It doesn't promise instant energy or dramatic transformation. What it does is support one of the most important systems in your body, the antioxidant network that quietly protects your cells every single day. When used appropriately, it can be a valuable tool. But like any supplement, it works best as part of a bigger picture that includes proper nutrition, sleep, stress management, and medical guidance when needed. Understanding how something works is far more powerful than simply taking it because it's trending. If you appreciate clear, evidence-based explanations without the hype, subscribe to the Nutrient Link. We break down the science so you can make informed decisions about your health. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Medical disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only and is not medical advice. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional before starting any supplement, especially if you have a medical condition or take medications.